law that's got more trees growing out of it.
Episode 6, Return of the Jedi.
Welcome back to Backroad Journals.
Welcome back, everyone. Today we are in a provincial park. We are in Cathedral Grove on the way to Port Alberni. Most people pass it through. On the way to the west coast, it's a beautiful place with giant trees. So we're going to take you on a hike through it. And this was a suggestion from one of our subscribers, Daniel and Marianne, from Wallace River Ranch all the way out in Nova Scotia. Wonderful people, and if you're out in Nova Scotia, check them out. Beautiful spot. So have a look at that, and we're going to be out and about. We're going to take you for the walk.
Take you with us.
Right now. See you later.
See you later.
McMillan Provincial Park, known as Cathedral Grove, is a BC provincial park preserving a section of lush old-growth forest unique to Vancouver Island. The park's name will make perfect sense when you see the sunlight filtering through the soaring high canopy above. When Europeans settled on Vancouver Island, the land came to be owned by logging companies. Governor-General Viscount Wellington is credited with bestowing the name Cathedral Grove on the park in the 1920s. For many years, the public petitioned the government unsuccessfully to preserve and protect the land for future generations. In 1944, a forester named H.R. McMillan donated 136 hectares, and this site was formally dedicated as a Class A provincial park. Cathedral Grove will give you a sense of what Vancouver Island and the West Coast looked like before the arrival of the European settlers. Indigenous cultures have a long history of stewarding the land in Cathedral Grove. These trees provided Indigenous people with raw materials to support their shelter, transportation, clothing, and tools. A severe windstorm on New Year's Day in 1997 changed the look of the park forever. The storm toppled hundreds of huge trees and obliterated sections of the trail system. Some sections of the trail system were so badly hit that they never reopened. Visitors will now find many of these huge trees laying on the ground, but their value has not diminished. These fallen trees open the canopy to provide light, space, shelter, and nutrients for the next generation of plants. Natural generation is beginning to restore the grove's pristine beauty and the park diversity, making a visit to Cathedral Grove all the more intriguing. When a tree falls to the ground, we may see only its death. But this death is the beginning of new life and the natural cycle of a forest. As these fallen giants begin to decay, the spongy wood absorbs rainwater and supplies nutrients for plants like mosses, ferns, salal, huckleberry, and a new growth of trees. The dead tree acts like a nursery, providing a place for young plants to grow above the shade of the plants on the forest floor. The old wood is recycled as it nourishes the new forest.
Just for size, how big that root system is there. It's crazy. Yeah, check this out. What a massive tree.
It's a mother log.
It's a mother log?
Mother log that's got more trees growing out of it.
Right. Oh yeah. Check this out. Nature always finds a way to come back. So here's an interesting little nugget for you. If you are a big fan of the original Star Wars series, just like I am, then you may appreciate Cathedral Grove. This is where they filmed episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Parts of that was filmed here on a certain planet. And if you do know the planet that I'm talking about in episode 6, Return of the Jedi, leave a comment down in the description. Pretty cool. All right, so this is the end of this week's episode. That was a nice little walk.
Yeah, it was a nice walk. We hope you enjoyed the loop through Cathedral Grove.
Yes, that was actually the first time that I personally have been there. I've driven past it hundreds of times, but this was actually the first time that I was walking through it. So that was kind of cool. Next week, we'll be back with another camping adventure. We will be heading back up North Island. The weather looks like it's going to be warming up for the next week, and we're going to take full advantage of it. So join us next week when we go out camping, and let's see what's going to happen that time around. Anyway,
See you next week.
see you next week. Take care. Bye.
Bye.